Welcome to Speed Scene Live TV, the only show dedicated to the sportsman racer. Brought to you by Curry Rear Ends, Hedman Hustler Headers, M&H Tires, and TheFote.com. With your hosts, Diana Might, Bruce Barker, Scott Lucky Hudson, Alex Roggio, Bob Beck, Bryant Layton, with Donnie Couch and Dar Hawthorne.
And here we go. Wait, let me check my my rundown here for the show, prepared by the inimitable Donnie Couch. And yes, Bruce intros the show. Hey, how you doing? I'm Bruce Barker. There's Lucky Hudson.
I'm here. I'm ready.
Yeah, that's right. And there's Donnie Couch. I think I just mentioned you, right?
Hey, yeah, I think so. But don't forget the big swag.
Yeah, the big swag. Shall we introduce you right away, considering you are the celebrity here?
Bring it on, Bruce.
Hold on. Look at that, man.
I thought I was the fill-in. I'm the fill-in tonight, which is fine. I don't mind. It's tough to fill in for Dynamite, but
no, let's this proves it right here.
Every time we let people know that you're going to be on the show, they all tell me, they all flood me with, "Tell him to put more pastime on TV. We love the show." And I want to say, I'm sure he would if he could.
If I could, I would. Boy, we got a little footage right here. Look at that.
Yeah, got a little bit of, and now we will be showing that lost footage from past time that we were not allowed to talk about. They didn't air. Now we can show it. We're going to show it on an upcoming show right here on Speed Scene Live in November.
That is a big deal because how long is it? It's like 4 years, 5 years. We haven't been able to get that one lost episode, and you got. I don't know how you did it, but you greased the right palm. Can we say that? You can't. I just did.
Yeah,
you greased the right palm, and you got the footage. So I am so excited that you're going to have this exclusive footage here.
Is that the only footage we're aware of? The only show that never aired in the entire series?
That's it, buddy. Everything else, we had some other episodes, but they were live to we run them live on Speed.com, or back then SpeedTV.com. So
we'll find out more about that later. But tonight, Donnie, you've got a bunch of great stuff from the California Hot Rod Reunion, and what are you going to talk about tonight?
Well, we basically went over and caught all the winners in the winner's circle because that's where all the booze was.
What's with the stogie?
Yeah, we got to have the stogie, right? One of these days we're going to light it up, but Bruce always puts the smoke detector right above my head, so we're going to.
Yeah. So
hey,
and he gives me a fire extinguisher and has me point it right at you.
Exactly,
just in case.
I give all my drivers fire extinguishers too.
Yeah.
But hey, we've been up in Bakersfield for quite a while. Dar Hawthorne's on his way back from the NMCA to give you a report a little later in the show.
Oh, nice.
I think he moved to Bakersfield. He was up there for like 3 or 4 weeks.
Wow.
But
well, we have to talk about Artis Houston too, because Artis Houston crashed his car, and he's looking for some help. He's a great guy. He needs a little help. He's looking for a quarter panel for the right-hand side. He needs a front door, a front fender for the front, for the right-hand side, and maybe a fiberglass front end. So he does have a PayPal account. If you want to go on Yellow Bullet, you can find it there. Or Donnie, I think you know that PayPal account.
Well, it was artiehou@gmail.com, which is ARTIEHOU@gmail.com is what he sent us today.
Can I say this? One of the really good guys in drag racing that he'll do anything for anybody. The guy would give you the shirt off his back. If you needed a motor, he'd give you a motor. I mean, just one of the nicest guys. I did a little shout-out for him on a video YouTube a few years ago. Now we're buddies on Facebook, and I saw on Facebook that he had had a little accident. And if anybody deserves a little help, it's Artie. So,
I understand that he thinks the motor might be hurt. That's kind of one of the factors that led to the crash. The car hit the wall really hard. I think it even bumped the K-rail a little bit. So car really took a beating. Fortunately, the Speed Scene Live sticker on the car is still in perfect condition.
Well, that's like kryptonite.
That's what held it together.
That was the one saving grace, and the fact that he didn't get hurt. That's the main thing.
That sticker, people don't even realize I drive a Honda Element because of that Speed Scene Live sticker on my car. They think I got like a Maserati. That's a nice Porsche or a Maserati. I'm like, and I'm like, okay, it must be the sticker.
Right
there it is.
Huh?
Yeah, I wish I drove that.
I thought I heard you coming down Burbank Boulevard. while ago.
You know, I think I got a picture of your car. I should have emailed it to Bruce, but somewhere on here, I got a picture of your car with that Speed Scene Live sticker, and I'm going to see if I can find it, because you've also got, like, all this other stuff on the back of the car, and it was out at Bakersfield, and I know there was, like, a whole bunch of dust and stuff.
Oh, yeah. You know, I'm lucky that I never get pulled over with that, because you can't see out the back window.
Huh,
But,
I wonder. Let's take a look. Let's see if we can actually see this image.
You can see that there's not much room.
How do you fit in a Honda Element? Is
Not
what I
really.
want to know.
You know, 2003, I didn't have the greatest credit. I had a little dose, so it came down to a Honda Element or a Ford Focus. I was not getting in a Ford Focus, so it was the Honda. The Honda, is that what Dar's got?
No, Dar has an Isuzu Trooper.
Nothing wrong with that. Good car.
With air brakes. He got it off an 18-wheeler. Stops really good.
Nothing wrong with
Nice.
that. 205,000 miles on my Honda Element.
Dang.
Awesome.
Dang.
And I mentioned that maybe 100 times out of 150 shows
Wow.
Trying to get some
on
sponsorship.
pastime, and I never ever could get a free Honda Element.
That's really unfortunate. You must drive that thing to every hillbilly arm drop drag, and how do you get miles like that?
I
on a
drive
car?
that car to a lot of things. It's just, I don't know, they make a good car.
They work, and when you're not riding a Harley, or it's a good
Sure.
car to have. Now, Donnie, I understand that John Hale was up racing, one of our favorite funny car drivers. He brought the band Great White to Bakersfield. One of the coolest things ever.
Yeah, John is a big fan of Great White, and he brought him to the March meet. And, God, it was raining the whole weekend. Canceled one day of qualifying, but it quit raining long enough to have the concert, and they rocked the pit area, and kind of surprised Jack Russell how many people actually stayed. And it was a big concert, because they told him, hey, you're going to go play in this guy's pit area, and he goes, I think a little barbecue or something, but
It was great.
Quite
it
a
was
bit
a
of
great
people.
show. The band was awesome. His voice was great, and I want to really thank John Hale. Now, how did John Hale do at the Hot Rod Reunion?
Well, you know what? It didn't start out good for him. First qualifying run, he goes out there, runs 5:77, puts him in the number 3 position. Gets to the end of the track, and his crew chief, Guy Tipton, goes, hey, boss, I don't want to ruin your day, but we had the wrong fuel pump on the car. It wasn't sealed. So you have to have a sealed fuel pump on there.
Which made it illegal, an
It was
illegal run.
illegal. Okay, so everybody's running around panicking. John Hale goes to the officials, hey, look, we had the wrong pump on there. I'm going to tell you that up front. I got the right one in the trailer. They're both identical. One, they take this pump, Crawford takes them, flows them, make sure they don't flow over the 19 gallons or the parameters there, and then they put a little seal through there and a piece of lead, If you break the seal, then obviously that pump's no good and won't go through tech. Hey, the guy went up and, told the NHRA officials, hey, this is what happened. I didn't come here to cheat. I race, my guys honestly. He's a nice Texas gentleman. You're not going to get a better guy than John Hale, but we ran into him in the winner's circle here. He ended up beating Dan Horan, which put Dan out of winning the championship.
Ouch.
And Jason Rupert won it because John Hill, he ran a 5:68 in the final. And here's the winner's circle, Bruce, if you'll roll that.
John Hale, welcome to Speed Scene Live. I know it's been a rough weekend for you. Didn't start out right, but it sure ended up good and a stellar performance. Of course, you beat Dan Horan, and that cost him the championship, but you gave it to your friend Jason Rupert, who was standing behind your car when you're on the starting line. It had to be exciting times for you.
It was, beating Jason or running Jason in the semifinals was like a final to us, and getting around him, and then having the championship resting on our shoulders for Jason, really drove us to win. We wanted to win here today, but actually we won for Jason here as well.
Well, he really admires you, not just for that. You guys are good friends. You pitting together, and your crews intermingle and have a good time, and that means a lot, too, when you can have a good time with your competitors.
We do have a good time, man. We really do. If I can't win, we want him to win, and it's the same way with him, with us. We pitted next to each other. We had planned on helping each other out, whoever went out early. The other team was going to come over, help with or just support the other team, and here today, and it's a great day to win with your friends.
Well, for Speed Team Live, I'm Donnie Couch. He's John Hale. He's your 2013 champion. Second time you've won the reunion. John, congratulations. Thanks for being on the show.
Thanks, Donnie.
All right. Hey, we want to mention Speed Scene Live stickers.
Nice. Nice.
Yeah.
Hey, Brett, you were hanging out at the Hot Rod reunion, watching the racing. You were out there with your fiancée, just having a good time, enjoying some of the racing. Pretty nice race, huh?
Unbelievable. I've been there for a Pink's All Out back in the day, and that was a madhouse. But I can tell you what, I should have got there a couple hours earlier, because when we got there around 11:30, the place was swamped. I mean, there were so many people there. I couldn't even find a tasty beverage in Donnie Couch's motorhome. That never happens.
Wow.
That never happens,
That's
folks.
never happened before or since.
But
you found some in mine.
I did. Thank you. Yes, I did. Thank you very much, by the way.
I'm the B player in the clutch. You know?
Oh, I think we were hanging out we were hanging out with Donnie up in the tower and rapping, and we were hanging out with you over by the Curry booth. In fact, they gave me a nice little hat right there.
Yeah, that is pretty sweet.
Yeah, pretty sweet.
I'm on the Photodoc crew updates, and somebody here asked me, a gentleman by the name of Tucker, ask Brett if it's true. If you get pulled over by New York State Police and drop his name, you won't get a ticket.
Oh my goodness!
Is that a true story?
That is, it's true. Tucker is a good guy. Was leaving. We were up in upstate New York, and I'm trying to think of the Englishtown. I'm not sure where we were. We're up in upstate New York at a track, and I'm trying to think of the name of the track.
Long Island Dragway.
And they left a little. They have a little circle track there, so we were watching, and we left, and we were coming back for a 1320 Extreme event, and he got pulled over, and I know he had a few tasty beverages in him. And the guy said, "What are you doing?" He's like, "Well, I was just leaving," and then finally, it wasn't looking good. He's like, "Well." The guy said, "Well, what are you doing?" He's like, "Well, we're hanging out with a friend of ours, Brett Wagner from Pastime." He's like, "Yeah." I said, "Was Ken Herring with him?" He's like, "No." He's like, "How far is your hotel?" "All right, I'll let you go this time." So, hey, all I can say is if you're upstate New York, and I'll remember the track and to it, mate, possibly.
Hey, will that happen in North Hollywood?
No.
When we leave the show?
In North Hollywood, you'll get the good old 1950s police treatment if you mention my name.
Yeah. No thanks. I'll leave that to Dar.
Yeah.
He's pretty.
You mentioned Dar's name. You can get out of a few things.
Only in Bakersfield. Yeah.
The field.
I've gotten out of
patch.
a ticket with Dar.
The patch. That's right.
Yeah. Well, I love Bakersfield. It's one of my favorite tracks. We had a great time at the Hot Rod reunion. Amazing how you go there to watch drag racing and you look at all those bleachers and you go, damn.
No open seats. Say Monique Valdez from the NHRA got me a couple good passes. Thank you so much for Monique. I always feel bad because I call her at the last minute. And I tried to go over to the other side where they have like their VIPs and they have some seats, and I couldn't. The security wouldn't even let me in over there.
Oh, wow, man!
So it was you either standing, which was fine, or you were on the track. And and people don't realize some of these old school cars are loud. You are in trouble. I kept feeling bad going, take my earplugs, put this on the baby. Please put these on your baby.
By the way, that track you're trying to remember, which I'm sure you'll remember in just a second, Lebanon Valley.
Oh, Lebanon Valley. Thank you. What a great track.
LVD.
What a great track and some great cars up there. So, yeah, if you're up at Lebanon Valley, gosh, I'm so sorry about that, Lebanon Valley. You might be able to get out of a DUI if you mention my name.
Actually, Rupert out at the California Hot Rod reunion.
Well, not only competing, but he was up. There was 4 cars mathematically that could win the championship. So he had to get around Dan Horan, and he didn't. And Horan went to the finals. If Dan won the finals and beat John Hale, then he was the champion. And if John Hale won, then Jason was the champion, and that's how it turned out. So it's pretty exciting to have that series decided in the final run of the final race of the year at the Hot Rod reunion. Like Brett mentioned, sellout crowd, standing room only. It's pretty exciting stuff, but got a great interview with him. He's just such a mellow kid. He drives on the NHRA Mellow Yellow series with the Top Alcohol Funny Car. Very long history with his family and stuff, but this is their 3rd championship.
Wow.
So
nice sponsor.
Hey, Donnie Couch for Speed Scene Live. My voice is hoarse. It's been a long weekend. I know you've struggled. You're going back and forth for the championship all weekend. You had your problems, lost in the semis. It all came down to the final. I saw you on the starting line. standing behind John Hale's car, waiting to see what would happen with Dan Horan, and Hale pulled it off. And my friend, 3-time champion, not here yet, but hey, you keep taking those championships.
Yeah, well, I mean, winning was what we really wanted to do, and the championship is definitely, pretty important deal. Every time John Hale came to one of our races this year, he helped me out. I mean, if it wasn't for him, we would have never even been in the points contention. When he came into Boise after we didn't qualify earlier in the year, we were way behind, and he came in and he pretty much blocked for us in a way. And I mean, my crew and his crew, we're a bunch of crazy people. Yeah. We have a lot of fun, but man, I was more nervous standing out there than I was when me and John raced. But I mean, what had happened is just crazy. Unbelievable.
And come right down to the final race of the year, final run of the year. The nerves were hanging out there. And of course, once John Hale won, we saw you jump into his push track and go with his crew down the end of the track. I'm sure there was some bear hugs and some Coors Lights down there.
There were bear hugs, Bud Light, but honestly, it was an awesome deal. I'm happy. I don't even think it's set in yet, but I'm definitely very, very happy right now.
All right, so for Speed Scene Live on Donnie Couch, time champion Jason Rupert, and it couldn't go to a better guy, and we're all proud of you, Jason. I know you got family and friends. We'll let you get back to your celebration and some Coors Lights.
Thank you very much, Donnie.
All right, here's the team to make it happen, folks. Get them out.
What a great interview, Donnie.
Yeah, Donnie, you are getting so good at this.
Well, I can't be as good as you. You're on every show, every event in the United States. You're one of the out there.
Thank you. I appreciate that. But ESPN or the NHRA should really think about, and I'm being serious for you.
Bang Shift already scooped him up.
Oh.
And they've got him lined up to be on air again in March for the next
Shift.com.
Hey, those guys are crazy cats over there, man. But I'll tell you what, stand on a scaffolding all day and shoot that race. Hats off to those guys.
What's really funny is to see him on that metal scaffolding when there's a thunderstorm rolling through. Now that's
Chad Reynolds and
like a car wreck.
Hey, we even had Dar at the top end doing interviews.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
For that?
We'll talk about that.
Okay, sorry.
Off camera.
You know what, Bruce? Maybe we better go to a commercial break, and when we come back, we've got more footage from the California Hot Rod Reunion. We're going to have Dar Hawthorne with NMCA West Finals and more of the Big Swag.
The man,
Dar. We'll be right back. Speed Scene Live.
At the Hot Rod Reunion, and you're watching Speed Scene. And you're watching Speed what? That's the one. I never heard of it. That's the one. Yeah, you so. Speed Scene. Speed Scene. Speed Scene Live. Okay, I'm Don. Speed Scene. Speed Scene. Fuck, come on, no, get over here. That's a. Jason. Hey, wait a minute. Speed. Hey, just. Hey, what's happening? I'm the Snake. John Perdome, you're watching Speed Scene Live. I ain't shitting you. And that's a take.
For over half a century, Currie rear-end components have been twisting out the torque and taking the punishment. And the new Currie lineup is stronger than ever. Some of the world's most capable, hardest-working vehicles depend on Currie gears, which is why you can too. Street cars, hot rods and resto rods, drag cars, rock-crawling four-wheel drive vehicles, whatever you're piloting, Currie expertise and rock-solid do their job, so you can do yours. Check out Currie's custom rear ends, featuring a full line of upgrades, components, and installation options. Lineup offers ultra-strong construction on third members and carrier assemblies, and other underside parts are pointed where you want it. Add in a wide variety of solid, purpose-built suspension and brake components, and you've got one tough, ready-to-go machine. Grab a talk to the experts at 7-2679, or view the complete line online at CurrieEnterprises.com.
60 years. That's a long time for a company to do any one thing. Doing it right while sticking to your founding values. Now that takes hard work and dedication. For 60 years, the workforce has been devoted to manufacturing the very best headers any team of craftsmen can build. That's 60 years of cutting, 60 years of bending, 60 years of welding, more than 2 million in all, and every set made right here at home. At Hedman Headers, we build all American horsepower, then back it up for life. Hedman Headers, made in the USA.
Welcome back to more of Speed Scene Live, the #1 online drag racing TV show. Brought to you by Curry Rear Ends, M&A Hustler Headers, and TheFote.com.
All right, folks, Brett Big Schwag Wagner with you. Welcome you back to Speed Scene Live at the beginning, but this is the special October Halloween edition of Speed Scene Live. So for all the folks, Bruce and everybody, happy Halloween.
Wow, that was scary.
Wow.
Thank you.
Ooh.
I know for all the crazies, that was just...
Now, I wasn't up for the original part.
Who was?
Donnie Couch was.
Ah!
Enough. I mean, put the camera. Look at that.
Well, we have been talking a little bit about Nitro tonight, Hot Rod Reunion, Nostalgia Drag Racing. Earlier in the show, we had an interview with one of the best funny car drivers out there, and we talked about the winning team at the reunion. Donnie, why don't you introduce
John Hale, Hot Rod Reunion champ, Speed Scene Live, my friend.
Hey, how's it going, guys?
Yeah, we're doing all right. We just watched footage of you in the winner's circle and, you know, talked you up a little bit. And I'm glad you got to call in, take a little time, obviously.
No. I've been watching you guys here and enjoying Brett. And Brett, I hope you've got a link to rehab after this show.
Thank you, John. If not, if you want to send the plane to get me up, I'll gladly go.
Already looking for a liver.
Right.
We're hoping that comes
I've been
through.
going easy on mine tonight while I've been watching you guys.
That's hard to believe.
Now, John, I got to tell you, I was out at the Roadhouse Steakhouse in Bakersfield, and I get my bill last week, and your name is on the bottom of my bill. They print out, come to the Hot Rod reunion warm-up party and see the legendary John Hale. And on every bill, on every guy that has to pay for their meal, they get to look at your name on there. That's a pretty cool deal.
It really is, and Joy Walker, the manager there, is really probably my biggest fan, and they've named drinks after me. When the first thing you see when you walk in the door is a picture of my that says "Drag Racing Kicking Ass." You'd swear I own the place, and it feels good to go and hang out and talk to people. And we love the place. We really do. I have to thank Joy for all her support.
Hey, well, John, you know, your first run of qualifying we talked about earlier, you guys made a pass, didn't have the fuel pump on it with the seal on it. Hats off to you for coming forward. I know you don't race dirty, and these are all your friends out there, but for letting the NHRA officials know, hey, that's the fuel pump wasn't certified, didn't have the seal on it. And, you know, you had to give up. That only left you one other qualifier. Kind of struggled, you know, the whole race. But in the end, come out with a 568 and take the trophy home and hand the championship to your buddy, you know, Jason Rupert. That had to be quite a day for you.
It was a great day. You know, we don't get any glory from, you know, when we win, we want to win fair and square, and it would be meaningless to go another round having run the wrong pump on there. So we made it apparent to Ken Gentry what the run doesn't count. And we need to get back to the trailer and get the right pump on there and start planning for our next run and use the data that we had from that first run, and worked out fine. We won with the 73, and we put everything behind us after that and started concentrating on our first round opponent, Mike Lewis, later.
You know what, Donnie, real quick, in a day and age to win, you know, and that means cheating or whatnot, that's refreshing to hear, and I think all the young drag racers that are listening out there can take note of that.
Well, this guy's a class act. Been to his shop and his home back there in Texas, and right around in his Lamborghini with his German Shepherd. That gets a few looks, But
I love those German Shepherds.
Yeah, but when you see one in the Lamborghini, there's nobody going to stick their hands in there. But final and beat Dan Horan 251. Horan ran, trying to hunt him down at a 256. Great drag race all the way to the final round. John, hats off to you for the reunion. I just want to know, what time did the party finish up Sunday night?
The party field came to round up the rest of Jason's guys that were riding back home with her in the car. 30 minutes after she threatened to leave them.
Nice, and you weren't going to take him home. I know, and drive these cars and be a hero driver. He gets in the truck and shoos that thing with his crew chief, Guy Tipton. So imagine this pair rolling down the highway in that 18 just after there, and maybe breathalyzer might not have passed that.
John, I know I said this the night of the March meet, but I want to say it again, and we talked about it earlier. You're the gentleman that's responsible for bringing Great White out to the Bakersfield track. They put on an incredible show. I hadn't seen them in probably 20 years. They were as good as ever. You brought in great sound. You brought in a stage. You brought in lighting, and there was hundreds of people, hundreds of fans out there just enjoying themselves. Thank you publicly for making that happen, because what a cool deal. So many people do things to help themselves. You did this. Everybody else out at the track, and man, that is a great.
You're welcome, and I did that for the racers and our friends there, and asked me to put this band in here, and I said, no, I don't want a bunch of other outside people coming, my buddies, out of the way to get a better look at the band. Set up a little VIP area in the front of our pit. The whole place was a VIP area where just all of our friends were enjoying a great band, having a great time, zero problems. No one got out of hand. There wasn't anybody.
Well, Donnie, a little bit. He was up on stage filming, and I thought when he was actually strumming one of the guitar players' guitars, out of line.
Well, wait, don't tell him about me filming, because I still. No, I had to keep Jack Russell in my motor coach there. Well,
I got to tell you, man, I had a great time, and I can't tell you me at Bakersfield what was going to come up, or having a band, or where they were going to play. Karen and I have talked about bringing another band in and having Jack and Great White there. You never know.
Yeah.
You never know what we're going to do.
Well, that was good times. Hey, John, I understand you're doing a reality show, Nitro Guy. A bit about that.
We are. We filmed a pilot at a Cedar Falls DRO race. We had 20 hours of footage from the weekend that we've been editing down and adding graphics and sound overlays and bites. And
you did all this without the big swag?
Yeah, I was about to say, John, if you need a host or you need someone to throw intros and outros, I'm your man.
He's available, John.
Wait a minute. What about me? I'm John Hill's buddy. Now you're throwing the swag at him? What am I?
We may need to talk, because these things get complicated. But anyway, what it is a drag racing reality show about the team, Nostalgia Drag Racing. The team excited about it. Everyone I've showed the pilot to is excited and say they love it. I know it's going to work. We're almost to the point of pitching it to some networks.
Oh, great. So now the next time that these guys are on the show, guys' shirts.
My relationship with John got a little complicated right now after that pitch to the big swag.
I will
don't count me to have a T-shirt.
You know what? TV is with a lot of a Speed Channel going, and where you had some drag racing. And then to go to some of that stuff, folks would be tickled pink to get something like that on the air. And I don't think you'll have a trouble pitching it to the networks. I think once they see it and get to see all the nitro and the horsepower and all that, I think they would probably love it. And I would say 2014, we might have Nitro guys on TV.
Wow.
That's what we're shooting for. We're going to work hard on. We're going to have some professional guys that are in the industry helping us out, taking it to the guys that matter at the networks. And I got to tell you, I'm not going to give this show away. I've got big plans for it, and it's going to happen. So look for Nitro Guys in 2014.
Well, good luck on that show.
Hey, thanks.
I'll be here at Speed Scene Live with my buddy Lucky and Bruce and Dar Hawthorne.
And John, let me just say this: do not discount the big networks. I mean, with something like that, you already got something that's great. So, the CMTs, the Spikes, even the ABCs, the NBCs. It's cool, like that would be awesome.
The ABCs, the Do-Re-Mi's, the 1, 2, 3s, all those people that Michael sang about.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Hey, John, we appreciate you calling into the show on winning the Hot Rod reunion. And, my friend, we hope to see you soon.
You will see me soon. We just committed to the IHRA new format and schedule for 2014. We're going to mix that in with some DRO and some heritage events, so we're going to be busy with the nostalgia car. Also plan to be back in a big show car. I don't really know who's yet, but I'm going to be right.
Just like before we go, I heard your name being pitched around Schumacher's car. Tommy Johnson got that ride, but I heard your name in that mix.
Yeah, I was honored to have a meeting with Don and discuss. I thought I was one of the best candidates for it, but it wound up being that they pulled somebody from within DSR that they feel comfortable with and that it's part of the family. And my hat's off to Tommy, and I wish him the best of luck. And it's going to come up for me in the big show this next year, so I'm going to concentrate on my nostalgia car, and whatever happens with the big show.
Wish you luck, and we'll be talking to you soon, and I don't know.
Appreciate you
reunion.
Sure. I appreciate you guys having me on, man. You guys are great, and I appreciate your support, and just having a great show and having me on. Thanks.
All right, that's John Hale, everybody.
Wow.
Very
humble guy.
Yep.
Speaking of people that won the event, the week before the event, Donnie, you and Nitro Live, you had Adam Sorokin live in studio talking about his Top Fuel dragster, and he went on to have somewhat a successful week.
Well, we caught him in the winner's circle after being on the show. We gave him some luck, so I
Adam Sorokin, you were on Speed Scene Live last week. We talked about this, the struggles of the year.
Yep.
You weren't chasing the points.
Nope.
You did win Sacramento Heritage Race, and you guys just came out here, didn't have to worry about a championship, but concentrated on winning this race. Adam, you did it, my friend.
Thank you. Yeah, we wanted to win this race for a long time. We've been to a few finals here, and as I was telling you, we have never pulled the trigger on a win here at the reunion. We've done the March meet, but not the reunion, so this is really, really sweet. How hard my team worked was amazing. We also had a community car. We had Jimmy Young bringing his wheels, putting them on our car when we blistered our wheels and tires. The car just ran great. So we also ran our best all-time ET. It was a 567, and pretty nice. We're happy.
Saving the best for last, of course. Champion Speed Shop crew, Bobby and everybody. A very talented crew, but it's hard to believe you hadn't won this race before.
No, never. I mean, we've finals, but we just couldn't get it done. And sometimes it's just your day. And, when we were racing Denver, because he had been running 560s all weekend long, we knew that we had to be somewhere along there to try to get by him, and we lost a supercharger on that run a little early. Sometimes the racing gods just smile on you, and this time they did, so we're pretty happy.
Well, interesting story you bring that up here, but he's got 3 championships, so it's nice to get it in the winner's circle. Jason's happy. We're very happy for Jason. He's a good champion, as you are, my friend. And
Jason's a real good friend of mine, and I love him to death, and I'm happy to see his success as well. So,
I think it was Speed Scene Live that gave you that good luck.
That might
We're going to do the results show, not this Tuesday, but the following Tuesday. we'd like to have you in the studio, and we'll recap this race and show some of your runs. Yeah,
I want to go there if I didn't win this.
We talked up these top field dragsters. You know, I'm a big fan of yours, and of course Chris Grable, and we're all happy for you. That's Adam Sorokin. You're watching Speed Scene Live, and there's your 2013 reunion.
Thank you, guys.
Wow, how was that? Of course, Dar was doing some interviews at the end of the track and stuff. But hey, we finally got Dar in the studio. He finally made it back from Bakersfield and NMCA West.
Dar, he lucky his car was on fire. He ran downstairs real quick.
Yeah,
well, we locked the door, right?
Yeah, that's right. He won't be back.
Don't let him in.
Yeah, I was up at the second annual NMCA West World Street Finals Championship, and a lot of amazing cars up there. Pretty good crowd, and I think Bruce has got some photos there.
That's right, man.
Of some of the cars, lots of amazing pro mods. The event was won by Mike Bowman in his there he is. There's Mike Bowman's car.
Nice.
In a weird final round with Joe Lapone, when both cars left before the tree was activated.
Huh?
How did they?
Joe left a little too early, and
but Joe sewed the championship up.
I don't know who's got the championship.
Yes, he did.
He did.
Joe Lapone won the championship. He eked it out there, but he had trouble before to race a Pomona rolling those lights. But we're not going to talk about it or show any footage.
Well, both Bowman and Lapone had really hurt their motors. So in a of the semifinal round, when Bowman crew was pushing them back off the starting line, he just went and took the light and they shut off the motor and backed it off.
And they run those cars pretty hard, Dar. They're pretty popular. I'm getting to be a big fan of the Pro Mod class.
This is a lot of most outlaw Pro Mods and competitive class that just puts on a great show all over the western United States. And we saw them up in Boise. I think we saw them in Salt Lake City and especially at Famosa, because they just put on an amazing show.
Man, I'm trying to line this up too, because let's see, we just had Adam Sorokin in here in the last couple of weeks. Joe Lapone was here.
All the champions come through here.
That's what it's coming down to there, Bruce. If you are going to race on the West Coast, I'm throwing this out to some of the East Coasters, because if you come on the show, chances are you can lock up a championship.
I'm starting to think that.
Brett's in the points hut now. Yeah. Coming right down the wire. But, hey, Dar, talking about Pro Mod, we have Dan Myers who won the Bakersfield deal. Maybe we could roll the Dan Myers video. He won Pro Mod, the Hot Rod Reunion, and I believe you got some more to recap from the...
Yep, I'm rolling. Donnie Couch, Speed Scene Live. I'm with Dan Myers. Won the Pro Mod title here at the 2013 Hot Rod Reunion. How you feeling, my friend?
Dude, it's incredible. This car is so awesome. Chief, he's hiding behind your camera. No, well, he can't really hide, but he's back there. These guys give me the ultimate hot rod to drive here. Without these guys, we wouldn't be here. You saw us a month ago get it done in the final against the good guys, 78-79. This weekend, we had a few electrical challenges. We got past it, and I pulled my best shot off the line for the final and got her done.
Yeah, I was standing behind the car. Of course, I'm getting to be a big fan of these Pro Mod cars, which I told you before the final.
Big fan. Wait a minute, he's got big.
Not as big as your crew chiefs go.
Oh, no, crew chief's right there. He's a good guy.
Hey, you're the driver. You need to be skinny, right?
Yeah.
Not me. Not me. Wait a minute. Is he picked was going to put him on TV? He'd edit the whole thing out and just do like super stock.
Oh, dude.
Right?
Dude, come on. We brought you out of the funny car factory to bring you to the Pro Mod factory, because we showed you what the baddest cars on the planet is.
Well, I'm a big fan of these Pro Mod cars, and it was a pleasure to stand behind your car and watch you cut a light and pull off the victory. And Dan Myers, Union champion for 2013, and we congratulate you here on Speed Scene Live.
Thank you, Donnie. You guys are awesome. All the fans here this weekend are awesome. It's just a great deal. And I want to do a shout out to our newest sponsor, Bill Polanski here. He owns Kryptonite Industries. That's an LED lighting company. He's come on board this weekend. He's hooked. We got him. We got his wallet. We're good to go.
You got him hooked solid then.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, my friend, we'll be looking for you in the future, and this coverage will be on next Tuesday. We're going to do a whole recap on the reunion, and we're finally going to get you on TV, so you quit ragging on me.
All right, brother. Thank you so much. Thank you, everybody.
All right. For Speed Scene Live, I'm Donnie Couch. He's Dan Myers, and he's your champion this weekend at the Hot Rod Reunion.
Nice. And by the way, stunning camera work there. Brilliant lighting.
Jen Hathcock, who's working tonight, couldn't be with us in the show. No, a sound. He's a sound
that's right.
guy.
That's his expertise.
He is
right?
a sound guy. He's working at the Elks Lodge. They're filming something haunted hotel or something.
Oh, I heard about
right over
that.
here in Van
That's their
Nuys.
cover story. You know what goes on at that Elks Lodge. Baby.
I know what goes on in Dar's
Don't
Hotel.
you ever, you have 6, don't you?
Oh, I
No, you
think
can
that's
be
another
grandfathered
cover
in.
story, man.
Okay,
That's
just
nice.
checking.
Dar's grandfather, Dan.
Yeah.
Jeez.
I know where all the bars are.
It's a weird thing when you're talking about being grandfathered into being something that's over 60. It's like, well, come on. I don't know. Hey, well, we were talking about those the NMCA event. I think we were.
Yeah, we were. And Al Jimenez won the True 10.5 class. Now, Al Jimenez, a little secret, his black Camaro will be coming up here pretty soon. He is also the auto shop teacher down the road at North Hollywood High School.
Wow.
What?
Yeah.
That's just down. Yeah, well, you just said it. Down the road.
Oh, nice.
Oh, that's
pretty
nice.
Yeah. True 10.5 car. And then the Pro Charger drag radio was won by James Lawrence, who puts out, I believe, an internet magazine around town. The 10.5 class was Michael DeMeo, and Outlaw 8.5 was Ryan Jones. This was Dwayne Kress and Ron D. Hoop.
And remember, if nothing's readable on that thing, it's my fault because
No anything, no paper in there, no nothing. I had to run them on the back of my hand.
Ron D. Hoop. Hoop.
No, there's a.
Hey,
there's Joe Lapone, everybody.
Speed Scene Live. That's
a
our
fun one.
hero.
Yeah.
And John Shalpy.
All right.
But yeah, if you can now there they are backing.
Oh, you were talking about that
Bowman's
earlier.
car back. All
Yeah.
they did was he was rolled up there with the engine, killed it, took the light, and they pushed him back.
How about
And there's Lapone blowing up his motor.
Wow.
Going in the semi. I was down on the top end shooting those.
Oh,
And
man.
Lapone kept saying, "Did I win? Did I win? Did I win?"
So was that photo before or after?
That was after.
Oh, man.
What's a motor like that going to cost there, Dar? Once it's blown up.
It's going to look
80
like
to
that.
100. 80 to 100, depending on who's building it and who's. Now here's an interesting part down at Famoso. Down on the top end, there's some old rusted out bleachers that are getting refurbished, and move on through these pictures.
Looks like
here.
a project there.
But
Dar.
there's also some road graders out there working on a couple of other projects that you may find over the winter.
Oh.
One of them is going to be a sand drag strip.
Ooh.
One of them is going to be, I believe, an 8th mile sprint cars.
Ooh.
What else?
They're bulking
About
it up.
time. That's about
And,
time. You know, we
so
need
there's
stuff like
a
that.
lot of
out
good
here.
things happening out there, and the Bowsers do an incredible job of maintaining this place, keep changing it, keep making it more of a destination.
Could just get them to get rid of those the nuclear manure pit next door. 'Cause those flies.
There's a fence over there that's supposed to keep them on the other side.
Well,
of the
I'm
fence, but I've not seen
305
that.
Eve. I'm like 290 because them flies take enough meat off of me.
Brett, you got to wear the glue strips underneath your arms.
That's
when
what
you're
we did
there.
all weekend.
Oh,
And not cut the sleeves off your shirt. You know.
One more little bulletin is that California Dragway down in Fontana is now interviewing track managers, and they will be putting in their new, I think it's half a mile of sound wall.
Wow.
From behind.
Who's the new track manager, Dar?
I can't tell you because he did. I
Come
don't
on,
know
Dar.
that he passed his drug test.
Donnie,
yet.
why aren't you down there?
Well, it's a drug test. Come on. Think about that one. You know.
Dar?
Yeah.
Come on.
Jar? No, I'm too busy. I'm far too busy.
Yeah.
I got prep
Vice
for this show
president
all
of the
week.
West Coast Funny Car Factory.
Right for this show.
Dynamite? We need somebody. We need someone from Speed Scene Live in there.
I know.
Yeah. Well, I think everybody's pretty much gainfully employed around here. Well, okay, except me.
Is that the recap from NMCA?
That's it.
Mike English that we caught down there. You know our buddy Mike English. And he did a nice little recap of all the other sportsman winners at the Hot Rod Reunion. Bruce, you might want to play that. And
Donnie Couch for Speed Scene Live. Mike English, it's been a long weekend here at the Hot Rod Reunion. My voice is shot. I'm going to let you recap the winners for Speed Scene Live.
What do you mean? I talked more than you did. Now I got to do all the talking. In the sportsman category, Donnie Couch, A Fuel, your champion was Ryan Davenport over national champion Ken Bates. Junior Fuel, drag racing legend Don Enriquez adds another title to his resume over J.D. Zink. In 7-0 Pro, his second title of his career at the California Hot Rod Reunion was Mike Smith and the team out of San Diego over Steve Fowler in the Corvette who redlined. Greenlighted. 7-0 Pro V, Rich Phillips and his dragster defeated Dwayne Sanders, who had problems and could not fire. Nostalgia 1 Eliminator, the 760 category, Jason Barta, his category Hull. In A-Gas, Tom Fowler, Paso Robles. The 70 Camaro for King Oil Tool defeated Al White in his Pontiac GTO. And of course, in Pro Mod, the Caveman, Dan Myers, that cool Nitro A-Go-Go Camaro, went to the winner's circle as Tim Krupa had problems in the final round and smoked the tires. And in cars from back in the 60s, it was Mitch Akers in a 60 Chevrolet Impala defeating Mitchell McCollum in the final round of AFX. Donnie Couch, an absolutely spectacular
3 good days of racing and great weather, and saw a lot of old friends, had a lot of good food, and Mike, it was a pleasure working with you all weekend. I can't wait for the March meet.
Donnie, you and me both, and I'm Mike English and Donnie Couch for Speed Scene Live.
God, this guy's a pro.
Wow, how about that?
I mean, come on.
Mike English, he did a good job, but hey, my new job, little swag. That's the time with the cash. Come on. Come on now.
The resemblance is scary.
What you got in there? Nitrous? You got a button? 3-stage? What do you got in there? Huh?
Well, Brett, there's your future. The host of Halloween Future.
Wow.
You know? Clean up your act, or you'll be Donnie Little Swag.
You know what happened is when English was doing his interviews, he ate some more of that cheesecake and he got a sugar rush.
Oh, wait. Brett, we're going to talk about...
Wait, but before we do, Bruce,
Brett,
let's get that one
cheesecake, Brett.
Okay, let's get that one last commercial break out of the way. And when we come back, we're coming back with Don the Snake Prudhomme with a great interview and the cheesecake.
Yes, the cheesecake. We'll be right back.
My name is Mike Halstead. I drive Mark Stuckey's 69 Nitro Charger, fuel funny car. I watch Speed Scene live all the time. You should too.
M&H Tires, makers of racing tires that give you the best bite for the buck. You've paid a lot for that horsepower. Make sure you use it all. M&H Tires has the best compounds available for maximum traction. Go to mandhtires.com. That's mandhtires.com. Buy direct and save at the website and mention the Speed Scene for a 5% discount. That's right, mandhtires.com. Call them at 661-324-4773. M&H Tires has tech guides ready to answer your questions or to recommend the best tire for you. Slicks or DOT. M&H Tires has it all. M&H were the first to create racing tires for muscle cars and also the first to create racing tires for sport compact cars. Legendary M&H Tires. Shop online, mention the Speed Scene, and save 5%. Get the best racing tires, great personal service, and save 5%. Go to mandhtires.com or call them at 661-324-4773. MNHTires.com.
Everyone in the armed forces that has served to defend our great country and our freedom, all of us here in the United States of America would like to offer our sincere appreciation for all that you do, and to every family that has made a sacrifice for us. We thank you.
Welcome back to more of Speed Scene Live, the #1 online drag racing TV show. Brought to you by Curry Rear Ends, M&H Tires, Hedman Hustler Headers, and thefolk.com.
Hey, we're back with the big swag. Lucky's back in his seat.
I'm back at
Chili Factory down the street. But hey, Bruce Barker's got spooled up a little interview with Don the Snake Prudhomme. We did at the Hot Rod.
What, you mean this guy?
Yeah, that guy.
All right, shall we take a listen?
Yeah, let's do it.
Here we go.
Donnie Couch for Bang Shift Live. We're here at Formosa, California, the Hot Rod Reunion. Look who we run into. Don the Snake Prudhomme. Snake, what's going on up here?
Just out here checking it all out. It's great, isn't it?
Yeah, we're having a lot of fun. Of course, we see a lot of friends, and our buddy Pat Galvin and Scott Musson put on a lot of dinners and lunches for us, and we're having a good time. But, you know, movie about your life came out this year, Snake and the Mongoose, and Mongoose carried you pretty good through the movie.
Oh yeah, he's always carried me. Yeah, no, he was cool, and the kid that played his part was good, and kid that played my part, Jesse Williams, I really liked him. So yeah, it was really a nice little movie. You know, it wasn't a big time movie, but it was good.
Yeah, well, it was uncanny how good the actors were and portrayed you guys, right?
Yeah.
But, you know, you come out here, you're relaxing, which we, growing up with you, never saw. So, you know,
What do you mean you never saw?
we never saw you relax like this, have a cigar, have a good time, right? You were too serious about winning and kicking everybody's butt. But, hey, we're enjoying it. We'll take it.
Yeah, well, hey, man, I had a lot of pressure on me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, from the Mongoose or
Yeah, well, you know, I just, you know,
from Billy Bones?
No, I just played it real hard. I mean, it was the best time ever. That's why I like coming back here to Bakersfield because, you know, I can recall winning my first race, and it was right here, Fuel and Gas Championship in 1962, driving for Dave Zuchel, and Kent Fuller built the car. And this was the first big race that really, you know, where people started knowing who the hell I was, you know. So, and that was great. This is where I kind of started, right here in Bakersfield. So I always like to come back and support it and be around all the guys that made all this stuff happen.
You've done a lot of cool stuff lately since you retired, but rebuilding the Hot Wheels trucks for yours and McEwen's.
Yeah.
They're coming up for sale at Barrett-Jackson in January.
You know, it's all good though. You know, I found my truck and built it. You know, restored it, and of course found McEwen's. And they're a great pair, and we've had a lot of fun with them. We've used them in the movie, and I've got a shop full of hot rods and old.
You got a nice shop down there, my friend.
So, you know, I thought it'd be just really cool to auction them off at Barrett-Jackson's. It's going to be January of next year at Scottsdale, and they're going to go up on boat trucks with the cars on the back, one buyer.
Wow.
Yeah.
Man, I spent a lot of time in those trucks, and we had a lot of good times and raced down the road. My dad was helping you, and man, it's a little bit of history there. It's going to be an emotional day for me.
Well, yeah, it should be, because you spent a lot of time in that sleeper. As I recall, a lot of.
Wait a minute, I'm married now 25 years.
I understand, but I can recall a few trophy girls.
No details, Snake.
Okay.
You know, we'll keep it clean. It's a family show here on Bang Shift.
Yeah, but I just think those were the best times in drag racing. I mean, you know, having those Hot Wheel trucks and rolling down the highway, and all of us a bunch of kids. It just doesn't get any better than that.
No, we had a lot of good times. And hey, Don Prudhomme here at the Hot Rod Reunion. We appreciate you being on Bang Shift.
Oh yeah, this is the biggest show I've been on all year, to be honest with you.
Well, my friend, that movie came out, was the biggest show I've seen in a while. So, Don the Snake Prudhomme,
cool.
Appreciate you being on the show.
Thanks, Donnie. You're the best. All right, man.
Thank you.
You know, Donnie, that was a great job, great interview. You know, Don's face seemed to really light up when he mentioned the trophy. You seem to get just a little nervous.
Well, you know. 25 years. I think my wife might be watching the show. I don't know what the Snake was talking about, honey.
Yeah. Trophy girls. He just meant to say trophy.
Oh,
and the word girls.
I had the trophies in the sleeper.
Well, let me say that you just showed me a picture earlier of your wife, and I think you got the right trophy there, Donnie.
Well, you're not doing too bad yourself.
I know, but you did well, buddy. For 25 years to be married to a beautiful woman like that. And how many kids?
2 kids.
Don't
12 and 17.
Don't worry about it.
We try.
He forgot to say again.
Yeah.
Don't screw it up again.
Okay.
Hey, Dar was mentioning that our folks at Good Vibrations, they're all involved with SIFCA over there. Good Vibrations out of Whittier, and looks like they're going to have a reunion. So I think if you go to their Facebook, we don't have any dates or any other information, but start watching Good Vibrations Facebook page and find out about that.
I want to say a big thank you to Ken for all the great camera work, the lighting, the camera, the frame. Everything was just top-notch, incredible. And also, don't forget, top of the show, we mentioned Artis Houston, great guy, phenomenal racer. He needs a little help right now, and the racing community sort of rallying to try to help him out. So if you can kick it $5, $10, $20, $100 into his PayPal, please do. And he's looking for some parts for 71 Novas. So let's help him out.
Let's do that. Hey, real quick, can I send a shout out? I'm going to be Halloween night. Dead End Zombie House.
Nice.
BB, Arkansas. First 300 people get free signed pictures from one of my scary movies I've done.
Man, so you're going to be hitting the road almost immediately.
I leave tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. from an undisclosed airport.
Are you ever home? He's always on the road.
I have a lovely, lovely fiance, which you all know, that puts up with my crapola.
Yes. Now, Brett, if he needs any assistance,
she has two friends named Smith and Wesson that'll help her out. No problem.
What about Donnie and Scott?
Well, she does.
What little swag?
She don't do little, Donnie. She does big. She does big.
Yes, thank you.
Used to have a place out in Arkansas one time, Brett?
I did. You know, I've been a spokesman for Bad Boy Mowers for 10 years, and I had a little cabin and up there in Cabot. In Charlotte area.
Didn't you call it the Hillbilly Hilton?
That was the Hillbilly Hilton, so I loaned it to him on loan for, $45,000 loan.
Yeah. Well, they're like that. They don't like to take the word no.
They don't.
No.
What are you guys doing for Halloween, real quick?
Well, I'm handing out candy. I'm hoping to get a lot of kids come by the house. Looking forward to it. And Donnie Couch, he is, I don't know.
Dar and I are going to be carving pumpkins, for the mission.
Pumpkins.
Yeah.
Pumpkins, not pumpkins. That's a whole different kind of carving.
Man, I'll tell you, this is a rough crowd here.
Now, next week, we've got another great show coming up. We've got that pastime clip coming up soon. We're going to show you that. We're going to find out a little bit about some of the racing back in the Florida area. We got a great shot. Speed Scene Live gave out some jackets courtesy of Curry. So stay tuned. Tune in next week. And, man, we're looking forward to having you right back right here, right now.
Nice. Oh, by the way, thanks as well to Les Mayhew, Nitro America, for some of the footage tonight. Les, you rock. Less is more in all cases. I'm Bruce Barker. Hey, Brett, good to see you again tonight, man.
Thank you, guys. I appreciate filling in. Dino, I wish you were here, but thank you so much.
She'll be back, I think, next week. Hey, Lucky, man, we'll see you again soon.
We'll see you next week with Diana Might.
There you go, and same deal for Donnie Couch, right?
Hey, keep all the kiddies safe on Halloween night, and we'll see you back at another time.
There you go. And Dar, thanks for stopping by, man. Great to see you. All right, hey, thank you for stopping by as well. Coming up next, of course, the encore presentation of the show. Right now, good night, everybody. Have a happy Halloween.
Speed Scene Live TV, the #1 online motorsports TV show. Brought to you by Curry Racing Rear Enders and thefolk.com.